immortality drive contains the digitized DNA information of a highly eclectic group, including physicist Stephen Hawking, comedian Stephen Colbert, and Playboy model Joe Cocker. It's the brainchild of Richard Garriott, a video game producer from Houston, who hoped alien beings might someday use the DNA data to reconstruct an extinct humanity. The immortality drive may be man's best shot at presuming.
Okay, 8:11 is when I start doing that. Wait, if I do it back to back to back, that might work. Okay, before I do any of this other stuff, I need to make sure this camera gets charged. The blue camera gets charged.
Art was another way for man to achieve immortality. Creating images that would last through the ages.
What's wrong? Listen, I don't what's wrong with you, so I don't speak cam. Sorry, if you talk, what's wrong?
In the time of humans, Michelangelo's magnificent frescoes on the ceiling of the Vatican Sistine Chapel were protected by more than 20 miles of pipes, pumps, valves, and wiring. To prevent the fresco plaster from absorbing too much water from the air, the humidity was kept at between 50 and 60%. Air filters removed even microscopic particles of dust. It was all controlled by computer. But without electricity, the system has closed down forever. But 3 months after people, the disappearance of humans is actually helping the frescoes. Without the annual press of 2 million tourists, there are no ascending currents of human body.
Which is good.
The figures painted on the ceiling, including God and Adam, are safe, at least for now.
Okay, I need to check this. Okay, I got this camera here. I'm gonna try it out real quick. I'll start reading, guys, in a little bit. So stick with me.
6 months after people, while nature is attacking some of the bodies and structures left behind, she preserves others. In the barren wastes of Ross Island in Antarctica, there are huts that were used in the early 1900s by the explorers Robert Scott and
Format.
Ernest Shackleton.
Yes.
Here,
Yes.
with an average temperature of 3 below zero, the ravages of decay have been slowed. Inside and out, the huts remain frozen in time.
With the severe cold in Antarctica, a lot of the insects that would gnaw away at the wood structure don't exist there. And the fungus, the mold, doesn't exist there.
Cans of beef from 1917 sit on the shelves.
These cans, they'll last 2, 3 more centuries, easily.
Meat still hangs on metal hooks, appearing quite edible, even after almost a century. In some cases, extreme cold has preserved flesh for thousands of years.
In a 1928 Explorers Club meeting in Paris, they ate mastodon. Some mastodon came up through the ice, and they got it, they cooked it up, and they served it at the dinner. And I had a friend there, and I asked him, I said, how did it taste? And he said, well, it tasted a lot like rotten meat. But it's been buried in the ice for 10,000 years, and it would, but it's edible.
Why would you want to eat mastodon? Why would you want to eat elephant?
It's the more temperate parts of the globe that most of mankind call home.
So this one's a maybe not gonna happen because this one doesn't have that good audio. So I'm gonna start now.
Sits one of the most storied ships in American history.
Old Ironside.
The USS Constitution, first launched in 1797, is the world's oldest commissioned warship still afloat. During the War of 1812, cannonballs were seen bouncing off the ship's 25-inch wooden hull, earning her the nickname Old Ironsides. But even Old Ironsides is defenseless in this race to survive, along with most of what man has built. 9 months after people.
Okay, guys. Took 6 minutes to do what I was doing. Now let's start.
In Boston, a military relic is about to lose its final battle. The hull of the Ironsides may be tough enough to repel a cannonball, but it can't withstand the constant infiltration of water.
Wooden ships leak. The wood starts leaking almost immediately. The wood will shrink, the wood will expand, the wood will rot.
In the time of humans, automatic bilge pumps drained 900 gallons of water a day from the ship. But those pumps stopped months ago. This flooding alone won't be enough to drag the ship underwater. It will take the Boston winter to finally do
No.
what enemy warships never could.
It's not like Michigan.
Wash over the deck and might force it further under. In a world without people, maybe the Constitution would remain afloat for a year, maybe less.
3 years after peak,
No one.
the International Space Station still orbits above the Earth. But without constant recalibration from terrestrial stations or boosts from space shuttles, the ISS loses 2 miles of altitude each month. As it drops from its initial height of 200 miles to below 160 miles, the orbit decline accelerates. Under the 3 meters of atmosphere, where air and friction join with gravity, and the space station opens. Incinerated in the descent. Perhaps the final hope of reconstructing the human species. The digitized DNA of the immortality drive seems to be quite mortal after all.
It's the Great Escape at America's
Too far.
largest pre-owned Ford Escape dealer. Over 150 pre-owned Escapes with wholesale pricing. Payments from $150 a month. Rates from 1.5 with millions to lend. Truckloads arriving daily. All trim levels loaded with moonroof, navigation, and more. Saving Americans like you thousands. Plus top dollar for your trade, whether you buy from us or not. Get an instant appraisal online. Hurry to the Great Escape at Ziegler Ford Plainwell, America's largest #1 pre-owned Ford Escape dealer.
Please listen closely to this special offer from American Metal Roofs. We need to find at least 5 new homes in this area that we can feature in our advertising. If your home qualifies for this program, you'll earn a substantial discount on the purchase of a new American Metal Roof for allowing us to feature your home. This is not a free roof, and the special showcase home discount is for qualified homes only. To qualify for this special program, call 616-268-5005 at Ashford Holly. That's 616-268-5005.
Dinner with the Drakes tonight. Alexa, ask me what to start my Encore GX. Fourthly,
You know this dinner's for their
kids. Thanks for watching them.
Where's the pizza?
Buick Encore GX. Current eligible non-GM owners get nearly $4,300 purchase allowance on 2020 Buick Encore GX.
Kids.
5 years into a life after people. Weeds transform the historic streets of Boston.
If you just leave the gutters and rain spouts not maintained, plants will take root in little cracks in the brick and little cracks in the mortar.
They now attack Boston's Old North Church. This is where lanterns warned Paul Revere of a British invasion. Now, the natural world has invaded and conquered.
The windows blow out. You'll have rain coming in, you'll have pigeons coming in, you'll have animals coming in. You'll also have vines starting to grow, or the maple tree sending its shoots in here. They'll sprout up the rotting wood.
20 years after people.
Yeah. National treasure. National treasure. National treasure.
Got a new late show with Senator Cory Booker Monday on CBS.
Not gonna lie,
Buy or rent or buy?
Daniel deal got me some sweet savings on my insurance. Daniel, State Farm offers surprisingly great rates to everyone. Sure you do. Tell you what, I'm not supposed to do this, but I'll let you try the chunk, honey. Oh, I'm good. Here's the deal. Great rates, kind of our thing. You want to meet the queen? I'm not dressed for that.
Okay.
The real deal, like a good neighbor.
Life after people.
Hasn't life been a little stressful lately?
Resume. Time for you to read that book I'm going to get yelled at. I'll start reading it.
Bringing in predators that eat on those insects that eat the fungus.
Shit equals shit equals shit. I thought there's no scorpion. I need to look that up. I'm curious about that. I don't believe that.
You heard that? You heard something? Yeah.
Let me look that up.
Species taking over the Everglades and Troy's crew back to
Is there scorpions in Michigan?
It's here. It's a whole different ball game. Throw fires on the land. In the water, they burn faster.
The History Channel original series, Small People's Serpent Invasion, Thursday at 9, right here on the History Channel.
Is there scorpions in Massachusetts?
It can be hard to see what's possible, but the possibilities become clear
Okay.
with Taltz. The first and only treatment of its kind offering a chance at 100% clear skin. With Taltz, up to 90% of those with moderate to severe psoriasis saw a significant
What's wrong
improvement
with
in their
that?
psoriasis plaques. Some
What's
even
wrong?
saw 100% clear skin. Don't use if you're allergic to Taltz. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. Increased risk of infections and lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about infections, symptoms, or if inflammatory bowel disease
YouTube.
develop, worsen, or if you had a vaccine or plan to.
YouTube.
And you can
Things. Let's look at things. I remember. Okay. Exit. Life after people.
Certainly important. But I think it's relative.
Okay. I'm just gonna stay on that.
Years without people have not been kind to the world's great museums.
I'm just gonna leave you guys here so you guys are not in the way.
Mold struck first, then insects.
Mice would probably be the first insect you would see destroying a mummified body. After the mice eat the decayed body, they would start to break down the fibers and start to turn to dust.
Beastars, Volume 8, Chapter 62. Beastars, Volume 8, Chapter 62.
To skeletons. In the 20th century, some embalmers tried for a more lifelike presentation.
Lynn!
The course of
Lynn!
was preserved for decades in Moscow. The process was a state secret, but it was rumored to have involved repeated baths in formaldehyde, ethanol, and methanol.
Ethanol, that's gasoline.
Experts were always on duty to protect Lenin's body, scrubbing away bacteria, closing up openings in the flesh, and lightening blemishes.
His body is treated with makeup so that he appears like he did 30 years ago. But the process of decay underneath that makeup and underneath that wax is still taking place.
Wax.
It can be slowed down, but the process of decay never stops.
Chapter 62. Determined to be. Determination can be lodged. Not again. Lacey's bunk is empty. He likes a delinquent teenager in love for the first time. Should I call him a child? Should I call him? Huh? Sure, why not? 7:02 a.m. I don't think Lacey's coming back. What? He told me he's leaving in a different world now. Huh? Oh, that's why I didn't try to stop him. I didn't even get to say goodbye. Legacy.
How do we know this? It's a future that has already happened in a place nearly 7,000 miles from Boston. This island was the most densely populated place on Earth until man.
Welcome home. What the? I'm back. Sorry I didn't come home last night. I had to take care of some stuff.
It can be hard to see
what's
possible, but the
What are you doing? You alright?
With Taltz, the first and only treatment of its kind
The baths are closed. This time of night. I'll go to the lavatory and use the sink instead. I'm hot and sweaty. Okay. What happened? What happened? Are you all right? Yeah, I'm fine, but I could use a shower. Whoa, was that really Legacy? I'm not sure. Why was his head totally different? No way, that is totally a different beast. But he seems like Legacy, so. Is he going ahead to attend class looking like that?
35 years after people.
Sorry. I'll go home. What the? I'm back. Sorry I didn't come home last night. I had to take care of some stuff. What happened to you? All right? Yeah. What? Yeah, I'm fine. But I could use a shower. The baths are closed this time of the night. I'll go use the lavatory sink. I'll go later and use the sink instead. Okay. Whoa, is that totally... Whoa, that... Really? Legacy? I'm not sure. I don't think so. No way. That is totally a different beast. He seems like Legoshi. He's going to attend class looking like that.
Slab of concrete sitting in the middle of the ocean with high-rise buildings sprouting from it. Completely empty. No one living here anymore. No electricity, no vegetation, nothing.
It's called
English too. Pay attention, everyone. What's the main character fears here is a callback to what happened on page 78, line 3. This will be the exam. The students who are rudely sleeping in going to miss that question. How late did you stay up last night? Moving on. Next page, everyone. Last night.
Hashima is strictly off limits to visitors. Beginning in 1890,
Gohan's medical clinic.
Mitsubishi Company.
I see. A carver who devoured her student still lurks somewhere at your school, and you are in danger wherever you go. And this incident occurred in the drama club, which you are a member of. You really attracted a message, don't you?
As Japan began favoring the trolling over
Gohan's doing a dumbbell while smoking a cigarette. That's smart.
and relocated the entire population to the mainland. 35
Gohan fixed his head.
Nothing remains but decayed
Gohan treats his injury.
memories.
His head. The beast who assaulted me must be Tim's murderer.
Look like after all the people are gone.
It's why was injury strong.
Life after people.
We can't lift
This isn't
the
a
murderer
It was one of the busiest
room free.
thoroughfares on the
It's too
island.
dangerous. So, well, what?
There was once a row of
I
stores along here
wanted to
with
get stronger. Please
all of the lumber is
teach me how to fight. No,
Concrete walling has fallen. The
I-
metal netting is strewn along the ground.
I experienced him to refuse, but I don't
35
think he
years
had
of
to
wind and rain.
had to do it so fast. Why not? I don't think you'll be able to handle my training. Perhaps you already forgot then, but I am a psychologist of the black market.
These rooms once
A time
echoed with the
bomb.
laughter of children playing.
To be honest, it would be hard to do my work if I had a deal with tracking a time bomb all the time. A time bomb, but
the school playground.
I won't start yelling out of the blue. You are a son of a pup. You are a simpleton pup. I don't know what you mean by that.
To reinforce concrete in a savage environment. Every year, the typhoon season delivers rain and winds of up to 100
You
miles
beat
per hour.
up the Shishigumi boss a couple months ago. You've only got more powerful sense. To train with me, you have to come to the market frequently if they catch you out of sight. They won't let you go, just a bullet to the head. I don't care what they do to you, but I refuse to jeopardize my replacement by getting involved. Now drink some bamboo tea and go home.
Scientific studies of concrete core samples.
All right.
revealed that
I've never stood out
exposed to the
ever
ocean
since I was a
salt
pup.
content 15
I'll do my
times greater than
best.
the
Speaking
others.
out here in Trenchville. How the hell can anyone big as you sneak around? You don't have ninja training. Then I'll live and work here. What about school? You two take your studies more seriously. Middle school, Grant, you are. I'll take and leave of my sense. No way in hell. It it's hard enough to get a job these days, even with a degree. What the hell? What's you doing if you don't have enough credits to graduate? Are you saying there is nothing to do?
And there was my private room and a balcony over there.
Don't want to be a babysitter anymore. I hope I have to keep in school to the school. I won't be there to study, but to correct my classmates and the other members of the drama club. So teach me how to fight, please. I promise I won't be any trouble. You're creating training becomes overconfident, but then you are young. I got a great idea. Why don't you sit down, huh? What's your greatest idea? What the hell's this? Oh.
There wasn't a single elevator or escalator anywhere on the island, so you can see where the name comes from.
That's funny.
Originally, Hashima was just a bare rock without any vegetation sitting in the middle of the ocean.
What are you doing? This chair is for violating patrons, and you sat down without going. Thought you gobbling fool. Prove how committed you are. Those are the rules under my world. Hold still. What? Don't be nervous. Think of this as a ceremony to seal your vow. Arg.
It's been 50 years since the last human voices echoed the streets.
Oh, that's how it happened. He got a haircut.
And hallways.
Oops. Sorry, I'm losing. Oops, I'm sorry, ladies. I'm listening. It's just that I couldn't help staring. You look so different. I cut my fur way too short after something happened. How cold. And I had a weird feel like myself. What I would have called that a new hairstyle. I even as you if at first I thought you were some fox or had to shave because I got managed or something.
Parents are considered one of the smartest.
Okay.
Now up with great apes and dolphins.
Okay, you have to go home every night and care of your sick grandfather, huh? Yeah, so I will have to leave a little early. I'll come to drama club whenever I can, but I won't be able to help with things away when you're done.
60 years. Then it'd be very possible that 50 years later you could still hear human noises in the wild.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience, everyone. It's okay. We'll be fine. We understand, right, guys? Yeah. We'll take care of Legacy. We'll take care of it, Legacy. Don't have to be such an apologetic. That's really a part at perfect. Now, perfect. Now, nothing of the Shishigumi will recognize you. I am good, barber, aren't I? Now you're safe coming to training every day. Go and shave it over him. Don't worry, it won't hand some more beginnings with. I don't recognize you. I talk to Gohan, but still, I need to show up at the drama club every day. I'll be there different. No one else is going to die on my watch. I'm going to have to ask all of you to clean up before you leave. do as much as I can before I have to go. That's it. Starting then. Message over. Meeting over. Dismissed. You all see Tempered. He looks a whole new suspicious. This will be your daily schedule. You go to school morning till afternoon, then train. Late afternoon, you'll train with. Will take with me from the dusk until dawn. You'll return to city, back to school, and back to and then back school and back. What's when I'm supposed to sleep? Take naps in your classes, but you told me to study. You have to personalize. Oh, okay, Amazon. I have no time for rest. I guess I'm going to be super busy for a while. Gohan's place is far away. So how do you like Legoshi? He looks okay, I guess. I think I'll grow on me. I love it. He looks so cool like that. Oh, it's me. Cut.
After a century, weather and stress have cracked the protective plastic coating on the cables of the Bunker Hill Bridge.
Okay, guys. Let's see here.
Some of it mixed with acidic pigeon droppings has penetrated to corrode the steel. One by one, cables fail. When half the cables go, those that remain cannot support the weight.
So far, guys, I've watched cameras on right now, guys. This is off the record. The Beastars, there's something pretty neat on Beastars. Bill has the key of what I want to know.
Down the coast in New York, more than 200 years after she was given as a gift of friendship, from the people of France to the people of America, the Statue of Liberty still holds her torch high. This is actually the second torch to be held aloft by Lady Liberty. The first was replaced in the 1980s during a massive restoration project. Now, beneath her copper skin, only as thick as 2 pennies, her skeleton is beginning to fail.
The steel straps that hold the copper to the steel framework would pull away, the rivets would pull away over a period of 100 to 200 years.
I think she knew.
Is not here, but without humans.
You guys are warm cheese. No, we get a new one, didn't we? I think we did recently, yeah.
In Houston, the domed stadiums have spent 100 years as subtropical paradises. In the time of humans, it cost an estimated $500,000 per year to maintain the Astrodome, the first domed baseball stadium in the world. After a century of neglect, the entire structure is cracking and crumbling. Finally, in great chunks, the 9,000-ton steel and lucite dome comes raining down.
You're cute, you know what? You're cute.
150 years after People leaves Boston looking like an overgrown garden. In the time of humans, the best observation point in the city was from the top of the 60-story John Hancock Tower, the tallest building in New England. But the notorious New England weather has now destroyed the building.
Yeah, New England weather's bad as our weather here is Michigan.
Corroded steel columns
The peak
to a pancake collapse. The urban jungle is now just jungle. But former cities still echo with familiar words. Although these parrots have never interacted with humans, their ancestors did, and some remnants of human speech have been passed down to them. But our languages will not be immortal. While parrots can pass on human words to their chicks, it has no value for the survival of the species.
I would think the drop-off would be more than 90% per generation. 200 years after the last human, it would be highly unlikely to expect to hear human vocalization in parrots in the wild.
Over 200 years, the tallest building in Texas has had its windows blown out by hurricanes.
Beastars.
Sides corroded by
Check
rain.
volume 8.
You have to expect a hurricane in Houston, a good one, a big one, every 4 or 5 years. That's going to create a significant
Chapter
amount of
62.
small building.
Now, the accumulated force of nature will strip the building to its bones.
The steel frame might still be there 200 years later. The rest of the building is gone.
Then, the steel frame itself will corrode and collapse.
Yeah, I'm going to write this again.
Miles away in New York Harbor, the torch of liberty's best hope for immortality might lie beneath the waves.
CH.
300 years after people, Lady Liberty suffers a fatal relapse of an old complaint, galvanic corrosion. Is the first fall. Then, other parts. But here, on the ocean floor, these shattered symbols of hope may become the fossils of the future.
The hand with a torch would, by that initial ballistic trajectory, embed itself, maybe up to half a meter, into the mud. And that impression may well stay, just in the way that footprints are preserved in mud and sand.
While one icon of humanity makes a bid for immortality on the ocean floor, the most famous seaweed in the world is barely hanging on.
The final horn doesn't have to mean the end of the action, because with NHL Center Ice on Xfinity, you can watch the out-of-market games you want all season long. And with the Xfinity Sports Zone, you get everything NHL all in one place. Even notifications about your favorite teams. Watch Barry Barnburger, Carolyn Jack, and all the top shelf action. Plus, get instant access to your teams with the power of your voice. That's simple, easy, awesome.
Say NHL Center Ice into your voice remote to check out a free preview. Don't miss out.
This cinematic event
I'm Captain Kidd. Captain. Little girl is lost. I'm taking them home.
is now available at home.
How much more for this child is not for sale.
Tom Hanks.
You can't have her! And I'm taking her home!
News of the world.
Introducing Xfinity Movie Premiere, with movies straight from the theater into your home for the first time ever. So you're a small business, or a big one. You were thriving. But then, okay, plan, pivot. How do you bounce back? You don't. You bounce forward. With serious and reliable internet, powered by the largest speed network in America. But is it secure? Sure, it's secure. And even if the power goes down, your connection doesn't. So how do I do this? You don't do this. We do this together. Bounce forward with Comcast Business. When you switch to Xfinity Mobile, you're choosing to get connected to the most reliable network nationwide. Now with 5G included, discover how to save up to $400 a year with shared data starting at $15 a month. Or get the lowest price for one line of unlimited. Come into your local Xfinity store to make the most of your mobile experience. You can shop the latest phones, bring your own device, or trade in for extra savings. Stop in or book an appointment to shop safely with peace of mind at your local Xfinity store.
500 years after rebirth, Michelangelo's frescoes still look down from the Sistine ceiling, where they cover 12,000 square feet of surface. Even though all the frescoes have faded and cracked from changing temperature and humidity.
Ooh, I want to see that.
On the wall depicting the Last Judgment, Michelangelo's heavenly sky has faded faster than other sections. The ultramarine pigment comes from lapis lazuli, mined into